Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me. I'm sorry I missed last week. I had some stuff come up that I just couldn't avoid and I couldn't make a video for you, so I do apologize. But today we have got the new Citizen Promaster Land 200 meter Atomic Solar Quartz, and this is model number CB5921-59E. And guys, I gotta say, this is a fantastic start to 2022. Let's check it out. All right, guys, as usual, you know I got to get my plug in. Make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. So here you go, typical outer Citizen watch box. Then, of course, inside you have the Pelican style case. No manuals, none of that stuff comes with Citizen watches anymore. You might find some models that still have a manual or a warranty card inside, but for the most part, Citizen is just not shipping watches with all that paperwork anymore. It's all done online. Here is the Pelican style case that you're very familiar with. Gosh, I bet you I've reviewed, 100 Citizen watches with this type of Pelican style case. So, I mean, they're really cool. They're not actually waterproof, but they're really cool looking. A nice presentation. I always like a nice presentation. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Here is the watch. Nice little foam insert there. You got Citizen right there at the top, embossed on like this rubber, like protective inner lining. There is the watch. And this is like their Land series, and I absolutely love these watches. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a spoiler alert. I love this watch. Oh, and by the way, I had a fight with the stove, so and the stove definitely won. So hopefully this will be healed up by next week. But anyway, so if you're wondering what all the Band-Aids are for, it's because me and the stove had a little had a little fight, and the stove definitely won. All right, so here is the watch. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way. I'll go ahead and tell you all the specs that you need to know, and I'll put the rest down there in the description field for you. All right. Tell you one thing that I love about Citizen watches, you do get a lot for your money. You get a lot of features. They're very well made. I mean, I've never had a problem with any Citizen watch out of the box except this one, which was extremely shocking to me. The alignment on the second hand is off just a hair. Is that a big deal? Not at all. I mean, you know, 99% of quartz watches are never going to line up perfectly, especially in this price range. But if you notice, it's off just a little bit to the left. See if you can really see it when we get up to 12 o'clock there. You might be able to already see it. Actually, I take that back. It's off a little bit to the right. I'm sorry. A little bit to the right. By like, I don't know, a half a degree. You can see it really well now when it's coming around the 1 and 2 indexes. It's off just a little bit. But then the funny thing is that it lines up sometimes when it comes down here. So it looks like the dial just needs to be rotated a little bit to the right, possibly. You could probably send this back to Citizen and have them replace that dial or just adjust the movement underneath. I don't know what they would do, but it's definitely fixable. But it's, you know, to me, it's something that I notice. Some of you guys might not even care. You might not even notice. It might not be a big deal to you. And it's not really a big deal to me. I just want to point out this is the only Citizen I've ever reviewed that's ever been misaligned like that. And we're talking about over 150 Citizen reviews, I believe, something like that. So it is very rare to see a Citizen with a quality issue right from the factory like that. So you can see, yeah, it's just a little bit off to the right. Anyway, not a big deal. To some of you, again, you're not going to care. I really don't care. I just wanted to point it out to you. And one other thing about this watch, it comes in at 179 grams, which is right above the weight limit for me for watches. I don't like them to get above about 150 or 160. So this is just a tad bit heavy. Is it obtrusively heavy? No. Is it going to feel like you have an Invicta on your wrist? No. But it is just a little bit heavier than I normally like for me personally. At 179 grams. Again, I like to stay right around 150, 160, right around there. That way I still feel like I have a watch on my wrist, but it's not super heavy. So this is really pushing that limit for me personally Again, for some of y'all, you're not going to care at all. And you're going to wonder, why did he even mention that? Because I don't give a shit. Anyway, so, all right, so let's look at the specs here. All right, so you're looking at a 45 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 14.1 millimeters thick. It's 51 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It is 200 meters water resistant, which of course is 660 feet. You got the E660 movement with about a 10-month power reserve. You do get a sapphire crystal with AR coating. And of course, a ton of other features like, atomic timekeeping calendar, chronograph, perpetual calendar, world time, all that other stuff. I'll put that down there in the description field for you. So guys, I like this watch a lot. This is a fantastic way to start off 2022. Incredibly legible, incredibly well built. The case itself, you got some polishing on the pushers. You've got a polished surface right underneath the bezel, right on that ledge. I don't know if y'all can see that, but right where my thumbnail is, my left thumbnail is, you can see it's actually polished. It's brushed on top and polished on the bottom. And of course, the pushers are extremely highly polished. You got a little polished Promaster logo on the crown there. I love this crown. Man, this has got to be one of the best crowns. The Seiko Monster has a fantastic crown, but this really is right up there with it. They might actually be about equal. Plenty of grip, plenty of knurling, good feel to it, good looking. The pushers, again, highly polished. It would have been cool if they put a little bit of knurling right on the end of the pusher. That would have been cool. But this is a little bit more of a dress watch than a tool watch, even though it's got all the tool type of features you need, like atomic, timekeeping, radio controlled, solar powered. It really is a set it and forget it watch. But it's a little more dressy than just your standard tool watch. So I'm guessing that's why they didn't put the knurling on the pushers right there. Anyway, they got a great click to them, a great feel to them. They look fantastic. The rest of the case, again, mostly brushed. Again, that real small polished under bevel right there, under the bezel right there. Everything else, again, pretty much brushed. Here's the bracelet. Really nice, kind of standard bracelet from Citizen. You got the Citizen logo there on the buckle. Let me go ahead and open it up. There you go. Nice machine scissor clasp. You've got 3 micro adjusts on the bracelet. Very simple case back. I was expecting to see like the Citizen EcoDrive logo or something, but it's really just a plain case back, guys. I mean, it gives you the model number of the movement. It tells you sapphire crystal, yada, 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 but nothing else on the case back, which is, again, a little bit rare for Citizen in a watch in this price range. But anyway, there you go. You can see right here on the machine scissor class, Citizen stainless steel, banned China. There you go. Here is your sticker. There you go. And also, these normally have a price on them, but this one, I guess there's like a sticker over the price. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the dial. And I'm not going to go over this watch, like all the settings. First of all, because it just bores the crap out of me. And second of all, you really need, when you buy this watch and you've never had a Citizen before, you're definitely going to need to read the manual on this thing. And I'll actually put a link to the manual for this watch in the description field. You're definitely going to take about an hour or so, maybe about 30 minutes actually. Take about 30 minutes, read through the manual, because setting this watch is not, just a real simple pull out the crown, twist the crown for the hours to line up. There are a whole bunch of other settings in this watch that you're going to want to check out so far as like, it's got a perpetual calendar, so you got to make sure you're on the right year. This watch will keep the correct day and date up to like the year 2100, but you need to set it up correctly, and that's in the manual. So make sure you check that out. It's not a very easy watch to set, but I will show you just some of the basic features. So down there at 6 o'clock, you have like the mode dial, and it tells you alarm, set, chronograph, and basically it just repeats those exact same, I think it's like 3 settings. But what you do is you pull out the crown, okay? And then if you see the hand underneath there moving, I don't know if y'all can see that, the hand at 6 o'clock, that tells you what mode you're in. So right now I'm in set mode, chronograph mode, alarm mode, then it goes back to time mode. You're going to keep it mostly in time mode. Push it back in, goes back to regular time setting. If you want to quickly check to see when the last time this watch got the atomic signal, yeah, it's the bottom button. So what you do is you just press the bottom button. I think this is the A button, and it shows you right there, it points to no, and then it goes back to its regular function. So again, press the A button, points to no, and it also gives you the power reserve up there at with the, I guess on a 2 o'clock dial. As you can see, the watch has a full charge right now. If you don't press anything for 10 seconds, it goes back. There you go. And that basically just shows you, did it, received the signal last night or did it not receive the signal? All right, as you can see at the 2 o'clock dial, it basically shows you three things. It shows you the day, week. Right now it's Saturday. I'm filming this on Saturday. And then again, it also shows you the power reserve. And again, you press the A to show you the power reserve. It's got a full charge. And then of course, it also shows you the daylight savings time, or again, what Citizen calls summertime. And to see that, you go ahead and press the B button, and that'll show you the B button right there. And it shows you that it's off. And it also shows you the world time, which we're -5 hours from GMT, which again is New York City or East Coast time. So that's what the 2 o'clock dial does. Again, the 6 o'clock dial, that's your mode dial. Pull the crown out once. You can switch it from set to chronograph to alarm, back to time, and then it just goes all the way back again. So each setting has two different positions. I don't know why. I guess they just don't have any other functions to fill out the rest of those positions. But anyway, so set, chronograph, alarm, time, set, chronograph, alarm, time. There you go. I guess 9 o'clock dial is your 24-hour dial. It doesn't do anything else other than show you the 24-hour time. So there you go, man. It looks like the indexes are almost applied. You've got those Arabic numerals at 12, 3, 6, and 9. It looks like they're applied. I don't think they are. They're probably just, it's just a heavy coating of whatever proprietary Lume Citizen uses for their Lume. I love this Lume color. Fantastic. It's like a cobalt blue. My favorite Lume color of any watch out there, period. I love it. Is it the longest lasting? Nah, it's okay. It does a decent job. Is it as long lasting as Seiko's Lume-Brite? Absolutely not. But it still does a great job. It's great looking. I love that Lume color. So guys, that's really about it for this one. You're definitely, again, going to want to read the manual on this watch. Citizens are notoriously a little complicated just because they do offer a lot of functions, but you're definitely going to want to dive into the manual at least for like 30 minutes, man. Just kind of check this watch out. So let me go ahead and try this thing on real quick. Again, not being a dive watch, it doesn't come with a dive extension. Man, it fits great. It fits great right out of the box. Good looking watch. This is my 8-inch wrist. There you go. Let me go ahead and give you a Lume shot here. Let's kill everything. All right. Wow, I love that Lume. Man, I love that Lume color. Such a good looking Lume. There you go. So you can see it just doesn't have that brilliant glow like Seiko's Lume-Brite, but it definitely gets the job done. But man, that color. Man, I wish Seiko would make that color in their Lume-Brite. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and cut everything back on. Tell me what y'all think of this watch. Citizen is famous for their kind of land series of watches. I reviewed that Ray Mears a while back. I love that watch. I like this one a lot. I really do. Really good looking watch. It is a shame that that second hand is off by like, I guess like a half a degree to the right. To me, that would just bug me personally. I would send this watch back and have Citizen fix it somehow, or maybe just send me a replacement watch or whatever. That's just me. Y'all might think I'm silly, and I might be being silly. And it's incredibly possible that I'm being silly about this. But anyway, if you want to get one of these, check them out over on Amazon. They're $355. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you. They also come in like a kind of forest green dial. I think there's only two models of this. It's the black dial and kind of like the dark forest green. That's a fantastic looking watch too. I'm not a big green dial guy. Of course, if you gave me like a Rolex Hulk or something, I would definitely be a green dial guy. But it's still a good looking watch. It's not like a bright green. In fact, let me go ahead and show it to you right there. There's the green dial version. Nice and dark. Good looking watch. All right, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things here. I appreciate y'all's patience. And again, I'm sorry I didn't put out a video last week. Just had some unforeseen circumstances I had to take care of. So anyway, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. And I have a really fun review coming up next week. I think you're going to like it. I hope you do. It's really just for me. I think you're going to like it. Anyway, take care and I'll see you next week.